Going to get some tips about the process of enrollment in college and helping out the parents and the students. And joining us today, we've got Robin Bola. She's Vice President of Enrollment at Bluffton University. And then we have a student at Bluffton. We have Ezra Deitering. And thanks for joining us, both of you.
Thanks, Holly.
Okay, so Robin, let's start with you. What are some tips? I assume there's some general things that go through the admissions process that everybody kind of needs to know.
Yeah, we like to really work with families, especially during the summer. They're starting to think about their college search process. And our encouragement to families is, you know, freshmen in high school may be starting to feel the pressure of college, but really they just need to be freshmen in high school. There's a lot of opportunity there for them to learn how to be a good student. If they're involved in music or in athletics or in theater, they can start really learning how to balance academics with their social and extracurricular activities. And that's really what the freshman year should be about, is really letting students, you know, learn how to be high school students first before they're worrying about coming to college. So, you know, I just encourage families, don't put a whole lot of pressure on your freshmen and sophomores about the college experience, because there's things they need to learn about being a high school student that will help prepare them then for college life. Then in the sophomore year, really starting a time for sophomores to be thinking about their majors. And a lot of the high schools will do this in their curriculum planning. There might be special projects that they do where they really start investigating what they want to do, what they don't want to do. That's another great time to start kind of gently putting your toe into thinking about what your future is going to be after high school, whether it's going to be going to college, or maybe for some families and some students, it means going straight into the workforce or going into, developmental programs for welding and things like that. So that's a great opportunity to start thinking about those things. And then the summer between the sophomore and junior year, some families do start visiting colleges. It's a little bit early, particularly if you're a student athlete. Because you can't really talk to coaches yet. You're a little bit too young still, but some families will do it. And then maybe it's part of a family vacation that they go on, and they stop at some colleges that are in the area on their way to their family vacation. By the junior year, though, this is when families will start receiving lots of information from different colleges. Most of us buy student names from the ACT and the SAT. And so this is really when your mailboxes are going to be filling up with information from colleges. And so I just really encourage families the junior year. Students need to start getting serious about taking the ACT in Ohio. Your high schools will do it for you as part of the curriculum package. And so start talking about having conversations as a family about what kind of experience your student is interested in. Are they interested in a big school, a small school? Do they want to go far from home, stay close to home, be an athlete, not be an athlete, involved in music, theater? What are those pieces that are important to them? Because it's not just going to classes, it's the whole extracurricular experience as well. And we really work with students trying to find them their fit. The junior year, summer going into your senior year, is really when you need to start visiting campuses. Senior year, most college applications are open in the summer. So as you're going into your senior year, you need to start applying to colleges, really narrowing down the ones that you want to go to. We encourage families to come for second, third visits when they start narrowing down their list of choice schools. And then usually after the first of the year is when financial aid packages go out. And that's really where the families sit down and start deciding which schools that they want to make their commitments to. Most schools have a May 1 deadline, and so we ask that you commit and deposit by May 1, go through an orientation process in the spring to get signed up for classes and housing. And that's pretty much, you know, by the time you're going into your high school graduation, you should, in some instances, be able to answer the question of where you're going to go to school. And so in Ezra's work here at the university, he helps us when our families come to visit. He is one of our president's ambassadors, which gives the tour guides. And so he has a lot of experience talking with families about what their concerns are and their big questions when they're looking for colleges.
Yeah, Ezra, what is that like, you know, talking to the families when they're visiting college and giving the tours?
It is definitely a really good experience, because just 2 years ago, I was in their shoes, and my college experience, my college search was a little bit unique in the aspect where I didn't really know what I wanted to do until like the senior year of high school, like the winter of my senior year of high school. And I tell them I get a lot of questions about, especially from parents, like what if my child doesn't really know what they want to do, like career-wise or major-wise? And my answer is like, you know, I've gone through this quite a bit actually, and I always had my parents, you know, on my back, like you have to know what you want to do. You have to have that plan for what you want to do in your career. But I always tell the students that, if all else fails, they can use their first semester to take their gen eds, and there are always people on campus who are willing to help them get through, kind of the first year struggles and, kind of open their eyes as to what they could possibly do in their career.
Wow, some really great information, you guys. Both of you, thanks for sharing today.
Thanks, Holly.
All right, don't go away. Need Edition continues in a moment.